Hi crypto kings and queens, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie. In today's episode, we will go through Bitcoin and Ethereum and we will do a recap of the coins that we were looking at in today's live stream. The market did kind of exactly what I did expect the market to do. So we came back up and retested for the 2,390. We are right now seeing the drop back down to the Fibonacci levels where I do expect the market to potentially see the break to the upside. But if we see the market having more momentum, we just might see the retest from below and see the market having more momentum to the downside. The same thing goes for Ethereum. We did have this previous support where I did expect the market to pull back down from, but we do have some higher time frames Fibonacci levels. The lowest Fibonacci level that I do have is around 2,710. Don't forget that I'm no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video and I'll show you exactly what I see on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and do the recap of the coins that we were looking at during today's live stream. We're looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart, but we will also go down to the 4-hourly chart. We can see the market on Bitcoin is creating a higher high and following market structure, because that's what we always do. We do expect the market to create a higher low because this is where we buy the market. I'm still going to use a Fibonacci where I do expect the market to pull back down to, and that could potentially be around 40,325 and 39,890. From these levels, you always know what I'm looking for. I look for the market to give us the bullish rejections in this case, because we do expect the market to pull back to the upside. And if we see the market respecting these levels, the targets that I have based on the same Fibonacci will be 43,050, 45,030, and potentially for 46,700. So I'm still waiting for the pullback down to create the higher low and then see these three targets getting hit. So the first Fibonacci that I spoke about today was from the 1-hourly chart, which was not respected, which is really good for us to look at right now, because if you were in my live stream, you saw that I was talking about that potentially for the 1,600 could be a higher low, which we can see the market clearly did not respect. And the market gives us that with this huge candlestick on the 1-hourly just breaking through everything. So this is obviously not a valid Fibonacci. The other Fibonacci that I was talking about is this on the 4-hourly, and this is the one that we're reaching to now. But if we're looking at the daily chart, we can also see that if we see that this 3 candlestick is closing like this is an evening star, and we've been talking about evening star before, and this one is really important for us to use because the evening star is a bearish reversal pattern, as you can see right here. And with this formation, the market could obviously continue even more to the downside. If we're looking at the overall picture, we also came up and retested this supply candle that I spoke about, but I'm still gonna use this 61.8% at 40,080 to see if it actually creates a higher low, because I do not know if this is going to happen until we actually see the market potentially starts to reverse to the upside. If this is the case, what we will do is that we will obviously highlight the downtrend that we do have at the moment, and the market has been having such huge momentum at the last couple of hours. So this is just a falling knife, guys. So as long as we are below this support resistance trend line, we can still see the market obviously continue to the downside. But one other thing that we can do is that we're coming back up for a potential retest now to around for the 1,035, and that could take us back down to the Fibonacci levels first of all, obviously, because this is the one that I'm looking at around 40,080. And from these levels, we want to see if the market is reversing to the upside. I'm not sure. We just have a huge momentum. I still believe that we will continue to have a push to the downside. So on Bitcoin, the first Fibonacci was not valid. Potentially the other one that I did speak about, and this is the one that I've been having for a couple of days actually. So I've been waiting for the market to come back down to reverse back down to this Fibonacci level, and then see a potential higher low being created, and then potentially see the market then breaking to the upside and take these three targets that I do have, if this is the case that we see the market giving us the bullish rejections, target 1 is still 42,780, target 3 is still 44,390, and target 3 is still 45,860. So I'm still waiting for the market obviously to pull back down to these levels to see if we see the the bullish momentum. If we don't see that and we potentially see the market, okay, so you can see that the 61.8% is also combined with this low that we do have. So if we see the market breaking 40,085 and potential retest, this could take us back down even further down to the previous support that we also have at 38,350 and 37,625. So we just might come back down to the support that you can see we've been having some touches many times before. After that, either we're just coming back down to this support again to see the bounce, or we break it and you see the market even continuing even more to the downside. But on Bitcoin, I'm still waiting for the market to come back down a little bit, and I'm not gonna have a buy limit order because it's too volatile at the moment. I want to see if we're slowly starting to we just might see the market breaking through these levels just for a fake out, and then potentially see the market coming back inside and retest it, and that could take us back to higher targets. But you can also receive a bonus on Bybit up to $4,100 by using the link in the description down below the video. You also have it right here in the corner. You are supporting Bitcoinsensus by doing that. Claim the bonus, best bonus available in the link in the description down below the video. If we're looking at Ethereum on the weekly chart, first of all, I do have a bigger Fibonacci that is around 2,870 and potentially 2,710, which I also can expect the market obviously to come back down to and reverse to the upside from. If we see the market continuing even more to the downside, you just might see the market pulling back up to potentially 3,030 and 3,037, and that could take us back down to even lower targets. And target 1, if this is the case, would be 2,984, target 3 2,954, and target 3 will be 2,927. So target 1, target 2, target 3, and potentially we can come back down to the higher time frames Fibonacci around 2,874, and from these levels you just might see that we are not ready to break to the upside just yet. You just might want to see, we just might see the market pulling back down and then to the higher time frames Fibonacci, and this is where we slowly see the market then breaking to the upside. We can just do a quick recap on BNB. So this is some of the coins that we were looking at while I was having my live stream today. So I told everyone that from this level right here, I see the market to break to the downside. We are in profit at the moment. Target 1 is around 382. So we just might see the market now having more of the momentum to the downside. It definitely look like we can have that, and that is obviously also combined with how Bitcoin and Ethereum is working. And I still believe that we will have some more a little bit more to the downside when it comes to all of the coins. If I was in a trade at the moment on BNB, I would move my stop loss to entry, so you're always in profit. And the same thing goes for NEAR. We saw the market came up to my Fibonacci level that I did have at 16.889, and target 2 just got hit at 15.531, and target 3 is around 15.056. So we just might see the next drop, and all of the 3 targets on NEAR would be taken, which is really good. And we had the same scenario on FTM. We saw the market came back up to the Fibonacci levels. You saw the retest also of the higher time frames. Again, this trade was since a couple of days ago, where we did expect the market to pull back up to these levels. Target 1 got hit. We're about to hit target 2 at 1.1105. Thank you so much, guys, for looking at this video together with me. I hope you did enjoy it. Just did a little recap of what's happening with the coins that we were looking at during today's live stream, and just what's gonna happen to Bitcoin and Ethereum. We'll come back down to the Fibonacci levels, where I do expect the market to pull back up from, or do we actually see more momentum to the downside? And at that point, we just might have to start to considering looking at sell opportunities, because right now I am looking for a buy opportunity on both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Give me your thoughts. What do you think will happen? Smoking Joy, what do you think will happen, because Smoking Joe is everyone's indicator. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications so you know when I am live tomorrow or when I do have my daily updates. I do wish you have a great day from Sweden.